Whenever they get into a lot of 1vx's where they're the X, they're the advantage team, I've seen them throw those situations away.
Easier for hard breach, and it's a good idea to take it away, especially if there's so much soft destruction on this map, whether it be vertically or from underneath, which because Thatcher got banned. That's really the only reason.
Yep.
And then Mira for the last one, and we already talked about that. But Mira really good on Cafe nonetheless. So this is actually the most interesting bans that I've seen on Cafe in a while.
We've had basically zero combat happen. However, that's now going to change as NVK completes his route, drops one player, and gets the second. Fultz will be able to trade somewhere else on the map as he takes out Canadian. And now NVK will get himself out of the building after he confirms that second kill on the Thinking Nade.
Next frag grenade is going to be allocated towards Bathroom after a quick flick. Will take down Fultz, but he gets immediately traded. And Chala and the rest of his team have established many lines of sight across that bar. NVK is going to continue his reign of terror, but Chala will shut him down. Chala will rotate over near the freezer wall. This plant needs to go down. It's on Young. He does not have very much health. He could possibly get lasered down by these evil eyes as Geo will move through. Tries to shut things down. Chala rotates up to try and go for the default plant spot, but they're going to find him. It's actually going to be Chala to stay alive as Young Kit went out the gunfight. A little bit of ring around the rosy. Quite a bit of damage done as Fultz now gets in a gunfight from those new stairs. Takes down NVK, but Necrox will remove Thinking Nade from the lobby. Young with the refrag though as things start to transcend towards sight. Bosco will go down as well.
Doesn't know where this player that's popped up into the wall is sitting at. Young's going to be able to catch him when he goes out into the hallway as a result of that. And now again, leaving everything mainly on Chala in the site. Bosco's still up as well, but he's incredibly low. Chala going to fall this time. Everything on Bosco, and he's not going to be able to maintain in the back of the kitchen. So EG run through the kitchen defense, trade out the opening round, and now go 1 for 1.
Young with a triple kill, and Canadian being the loudest man has been a nuisance to say the least so far throughout this game, especially with those Nitro Cell plays. Quick rotation up white though from Thinking Nade will win out the gunfight. Fultz attack on. That's Canadian down as well. No more Monty. Anyone inside of Cocktail. Yeah. They do still obviously have to worry about Chala inside of Cocktail with that Alda, but MVK is trying to move up into the quick shot as she will also take down Thinking Nade. Fultz with the trade though, and we're all of a sudden in a 2v2 situation. This diffuser down though as Fultz rotates out of Freezer, but Bosco will be the first one to take down MVK. It's all left up to Nightcrocs. He's going to make it a 1v1, and they're playing out the time. He has to stick the diffuser here on Bosco. Is just going to play it smart. Waits for that 0-0. Has to rotate in. Will he be able to find Necrox in time? And he will. That's going to be a free frag.
We are going to see the Maestro head back downstairs as they're trying to trap out these players, but they fail to realize Chala sitting in the back, and a great adjustment to be able to find Canadian on top of the frag on Necrox. Great stuff again from Chala. Be able to bring this down into a 4v1.
And take this moment in time as a makeshift tactical timeout for Evil Geniuses as they will discuss back and forth exactly how they need to handle this last offensive round. Granted, Cafe is an extremely hard map to attack. Excuse me, the dining room area downstairs instead of the mid-floor, as we are having a rotation from Fultz upstairs as he will catch Canadian off guard and the rest of SSG to follow. It's only left up to Geo, has a goo mine in his foot, and Thinking Nade will put a cap in that as well. As Space Station Gaming takes their defensive side 5-1.
So Space Station Gaming dominate on this defensive side.
Don't you love when you look at the wrong silhouettes to the walls and think it's a different site?
I did that yesterday too, I think with the same site. So.
Yeah. Oh, Canadian's gonna go down. New angle over on new drop towards the new balcony that Fultz will be able to find Canadian through on thread the needle shot with an ACOG. They are obviously going to know someone's playing inside a freezer. They're always playing inside a freezer. Rampy will quickly dispatch Necrox, and all of a sudden this becomes an SSG round. MVK to equalize though as Chala starts to pop off. It's all up to Young though against Fultz. The new man up against the Titan that is Young. We've seen him clutch up so many times on the support role, and it's going to be Young once again to put a capitalization mark on their first defensive round.
Nearby from SSG to try and counter that out, so he's going to make it back inside nice and safe. However, Thinking Nade will still strike next, finding Canadian towards the second floor.
That's a big pick, especially when they're going to be trying to get this diffuser down very soon. And upstairs, actually, I believe 2. Yes, we do. We have 1 in Whitehall that Bosco will dispatch as Thinking Nade tries to get aggressive, and he will win out against Young. It's all left up to Necrox in a 1 versus 4. 40 seconds left.
His position is revealed another time. He's got 2 ticks left on it. They're hunting him down. Time's getting low here anyway. He's going to try and delay it as best he can. You got to give him props for trying here, but unfortunately, not going to be enough. Bosco wipes him out. Space Station pick up yet another round.
So the last time these two teams played was back on July 23rd. All over that map. I think this is a lot better test for SSG, as we're soon seeing. Fultz will down the man inside of, oh no, NVK to actually get the refrag. Geo's still going to be down. They could possibly pick him up, but Rampy trying to work his bait as we are going to have NVK continue to be marked out. Rampy will work his way up top, and he's just sipping right through the cracks right now, and no one can seem to find NVK. He's trying to rotate above. He will finally, no, he won't. NVK is just ripping him them apart! 10 seconds, and this is really looking like Evil Geniuses when they attack this exact same site. Rampy will open up the kitchen door with that F2 as Chala tries to get aggressive. He does have the diffuser though. Canadian will shut him down. It's one more. Tack it on. 2 birds, 1 shotgun. Oh, Fultz. Oh, what a shot. Geo will claim that life with a Nitro Cell, though, as obviously Fultz's reactions are quick, but they're not that quick. Rampy, on the other hand, though, will take down NVK.
Yep, but now they're going to start their push back in. We can see Rampy going to be swinging in through the window as well. He's got a great flank onto these players. Knocks out Canadian, gets Necrox, and one more goes down to Chala. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Space Station Gaming crushed the first map here on Cafe, and now they hold the lead in the series at 1-0. They're starting on defense, too, so it's like, do we really want to not have the Alda? Like,
yeah, that's
at the end of the day.
Making things extremely difficult to rotate around, and he's going to be able to claim his first life. That'll be Young rotating out of mud. Did not realize about the new line of sight. I'm going to assume a lack of call. Chala now inside of K9, I believe is where that diffuser went down. I couldn't really tell from the ground angle, but Thinking Nate as well is twice. Triple kill for him, and possibly with a 4. No, Necrox will knock him down, making things a touch easier, but really only breathing with 1 lung as Fultz will put a bullet in that, and SSG will take the first offensive round here on Clubhouse.
Stun charge, I think, going out against him to try and stun him and open up a possibility. They do have intel on Young, but it doesn't matter. He picks up a 1-for-1 exchange. Geo, though, ends up going down with nothing to show for it as Fultz takes him out. Another stun grenade going out against the Maestro hiding in the back, but it doesn't matter. Canadian holds his own. Again, though, trades remaining strong enough for the attack here.
Pressure cash stairs as well as they try to go for this, but Necrox and Canadian shut him down as the rotation comes up from Master, or excuse me, from main. Fultz to shut him down as well. Only 9 seconds remaining. Canadian, you have to breathe on him. Quick shot. Fultz not going to make any contact. Has to try and get this bullet through. Going to shift over to the window, and he finds him. Fultz! Ice in the man's veins.
In the first attempt here, they're just going to go in, though. Rampy pushing all the way into red stairs. At the moment, EG tearing it apart. As you saw there, Rampy's life saved by another teammate. He's going to continue to wrap around, try to kill out the roaming presence, but it will not work. EG absolutely shut down the push from SSG and finally get their first round here on Clubhouse.
SSG with a little bit of a flex. That's actually going to make it a safe rotation for Young to rotate over to K9.
Very early plan attempt here coming in now for these guys. We're going to see Fultz pick up an early frag here against players trying to stop the defuse from happening. Now the rest of the team going to be working their way in. Necrox with a good push. Geo with a little pickup as well. EG battling their way back into this after they fell to a man advantage. But
Necrox, they have to try and find a way to fight through this diffuser. Bosco trying to hold down the kitchen door, trying to hold back. Rampy with the triple kill though. The low angle taken by Geo will get shut down by Bosco. As SSG finds a way.
Drone their way into logistics. They will find Young hiding out in there. Still won't be the easiest thing in the world to flesh out, however. Oh, look at this. So they've got the pinch potential, but a second player surprises them. It's actually Young himself who makes the run through the hole they just popped open and finds his own second kill on Bosco. Rampy again, though, there to trade it back. Still keeps the man advantage going here for SSG and pushes it even further, leaving everything on Young himself. He'll have to ace this to clutch it, and it's not going to be easy. Stun grenade thrown at him. It actually doesn't impact him all that much, so he's able to move in. Knocks out Rampy. Takes down the Zofia here. 2 more players to go. That was his 4th kill now. Oh my god. Young is so close to being able to clutch this out, but now find him so quickly here. He works his way in, trying to check every particular angle. Knows he's going outside at this point. He's checked pretty much everything else. Jumps in the counter defuse, just a fake though. He's going to try to make a run onto the balcony, but Thinking Nate is ready for it. Takes him out, denies the ace and the clutch, and puts another round onto the board for SSG.
Space Station definitely not afraid about taking their time. Geo, though, will finally find something. It's going to be Fultz. It's a massive impact as concussion will rain through, but again, immediate ADS behind the AC unit. Geo continues his reign of terror, at least for round 6. The diffuser is down inside of Moto as Rampy will finally clean up Canadian inside of Blue. Still have to try and find a way into sight as we have a Valkyrie playing in between the broken sides of the church wall. So going to be a very awkward angle, but Thinking Nate wins it out nonetheless. Still have to find their way into church here and trying to get a diffuser down. They still have to actually pick it up. Only 5 seconds remaining. Thinking Nate will be down. Bosco going to have to perform some heroics here. It's Young and MBK. They just have to play time. 0-0 on mark, and that's going to be Evil Geniuses with our second round.
So good stuff from Evil Geniuses. Brings another. You got Rampy upstairs here too, trying to counter out some of the bar pressure. He could actually creep up onto Geo right now, but that's not going to be necessary as Thinking Nate just takes him out outright. Rampy coming to support, also finds NVK here.
Does not account for someone to rotate up main stairs, and they are everywhere. They're all over EG, and that's diffuser down as well inside of bathroom. Space Station Gaming. We thought they just had the rocket fuel, folks, but they're all the way in space right now.
A 2v5 with 45 seconds left, and your diffuser is down in 2 floors away from where you actually need to execute. It's not looking good. Thinking nade with another. Rampy gets his second on the round, and it's a flawless opening defense from Spacestation.
That Bosco heard him drop. If Gio doesn't account for someone possibly playing over here, Bosco, are you going to hear him? I don't think he does. Actually, no, Bosco will rotate in behind him, but Rampy to win it out as Gio actually gets completely capped, and Bosco with a flank will take down Necrox and Spacestation with 2 flawless rounds in a row, Blue. These defenses are insane. Evil geniuses cannot find a single way in.
All right, guys, well, this is it. The last bastion of hope. It's the same situation they were in back on Cafe, and Gio, he's already been dealt with. Rampy, a beautiful shot. What is this angle? Where even was Gio? Where's his body? It's right there.
It's disintegrating.
What?
He's literally dealing with every single piece of equipment that they're throwing at him. Rampy is an absolute madman. He's shuffling everything, and he gets the Exkyros. Oh my God, Rampy, you absolute monster with utility and weapons. He's got it all. Canadian's gonna blow himself up. What is happening? What is this game? Rampy continues to hold down Cash. Chala rotates into construction.
There's no reasonable way we can see EG winning this one. Young and NBK, where are they even at this point? Out on the balcony they were before. They try to make a run up main stairs. Young gets culled very quickly. NBK trades for 2, but that's it. Bosco shuts it down, and Space Station Gaming are going through in a crushing 2-0 victory over EG into the quarterfinals.